What's up, everybody? Destroyer here. Welcome back to Castle Lord of the Rings, the Battle Familiar 2, patch 1.09. And today we have a 3v3 on Dead Marshes 2. So yeah, not usually get a replay from 3v3 on 1.09, at least not as far as I'm concerned, so could be interesting. Alright, so let's observing all players there. We have our first player, SrNahuel. Oh dear. Isengard. SrNahuel, Isengard in the bottom left. We have GameRanger as Mordor in the center. That's always a good sign when your name is GameRanger. And we have Hunter as Men of the West in the bottom right. And we all know Hunter, don't we? The opposing team, we have Hanjo as Elves. We have P... as Men of the West. And their last player on their team is Tapque? I don't know. Damn all these people's names. But whatever, he's goblins. So we have a goblin, a Men of the West, and an elf versus an Eisen, a Mordor, and a Men of the West. Cool. Alright, Hunter is going for a stable start. And I expect to see some heroes from Hunter as per usual. I haven't seen Hunter play BFME2 before, to be honest, I don't think. But I've seen him play plenty of Rise of the Witch King. And he likes the hero spam, so we'll see what happens there. GameRanger. I wonder what platform they're playing on. That's what happens to some players. I don't know why. You can change your name, but who knows. Anyway, GameRanger is going for a full economy start here. There's a signal fire right there. Jesus, that's close. Maybe it's a bit too close. Dead Marshes 2 isn't the best of maps, it's gotta be said. It's a nice idea, but it's just really... yeah. I tried it once with a few live commentaries I did on 1.9, and it's not very... I just don't find it very good, the map. Anyway, SrNahuel is going for Warg Riders. So that's will be his starting units. Looks like we have some cheeky little tunnel action here. Some spiderlings being brought out by Tapque. Is it Tapque or Tapque? I don't know. Tapque. That's what I'm going to call him. Because I'd imagine in Spanish, Q-U-E spells K like as in what? No? Maybe Spanish. I don't know. I don't speak Spanish. P is going for Cav as well. A lot of players are going for Cav starts. And this poor player here, who is, name has escaped me, Hanjo, has gone for an Elven Warrior start, so that's not going to end well for him, as you might expect. I'm just going straight for Rohirrim. Not going to get any Gunner Knights out today, going to be straight for Rohirrim. Alright. See who wins, Spider Riders, Spiderlings, or Warg Riders. Of course, this is 2 battalions of Spiderlings, though. And they slaughtered the Warg Riders. Wow. Only losing most of 1 battalion. Of course, they were War Chant, of course. It looked like. Well, both players did seem to use their K-Bats and Tandalian, or Creebine. So he was trying to go for a forward fissure. Not going to happen, though, as SrNahuel has some more Warg Riders to deal with that. Meanwhile, he's being harassed. Looks like a Mordor Nazgul has arrived from GameRanger. Also, we got some crossbows, more wargs out for SrNahuel, so he'll be again pushing back. GameRanger's going pretty heavy on the eco start. He's going lots of slaughterhouses. He's gone for lumber mills, get his economy rolling, and of course he's gone for orcs as his units there. Although he's sending them to die rather rapidly at the barrel right there. So he's going over here. Hunter, of course, has some Rohirrim on the field. And the Elven Warriors that were sent by Hanjo. Not going to do too much. Although Arwen has been brought on the field. And Arwen is pretty good at countering cavalry. Even says, especially effective to cavalry with their flood ability. Which I didn't actually notice before. So she's actually a hero designed to kind of help counter cavalry, which is pretty nice. It looks like she actually one-shots them as well, which is quite useful. That's why Flood will actually destroy Cav, but it won't be as nearly as effective as ground troops, which is kind of cool, actually. I like that a lot. Looks like the Nazgul from GameRanger still pushing forth. GameRanger might be a new player. It's got to be said, because I think he just used. No, he didn't. Somebody else used it on him. Who just used the war chant? Well, the only player with war chant used is Tapque. I guess he used it on his goblins. Okay, somebody used it on his Nazgul. I was gonna say, no, that's not a thing. You can't war chant or rally call your heroes if you were not aware of that. It's kind of buffs not working on heroes. Buffs in general don't really work on heroes. But I hear some debuffs actually do work on heroes. I think Wormtongue maybe, Trevor's Might? I don't actually know. I can't remember. I read something that I believe Exelion posted, but I can't remember what it was exactly. Because my memory is terrible. But some debuffs actually work, which is kind of interesting. We got 3 Nazguls in the field now. Nazgul's obviously really the counter to Cav for Mordor, since they don't have any Cav of their own besides the Nazgul. They're basically the Cav unit, and they'll help keep up with things like Spiderlings, which are really fast, like Cav, and help deal with that nicely. Tapque has 4 Goblin Caves, a Spider Pit, and he's throwing down a Fissure as well. So he's got a nice little production line there. And he'll begin sending forth the hordes of goblins very shortly. Barrel Whites in 1.9 are incredibly fast. It's cool. It's cool. I like it. I kind of actually hate how slow they are in Roy's Witch King, but at the same time, like I said once, if they were fast, Blight would be just the worst thing in the world. So I'm glad they're slow, but still. And Well of Souls, of course. We have an Aomer out in the field for P. Is he Man of the West? Oh, he is. I forgot. So looks like both Men of the West players decided to go with Cav as their starting army. It looks like Hunters transitioned to Tower Guards and Archers as well, though, with Cav support. Definitely a good call. Although the Elven player, Hanjo, remember his name right at the last second before it popped up. He's got himself a Haldia and a Legolas, which can be very dangerous. Like a Legolas. Legolas is pretty beast. How good is he against 3 Nazgul, though, I wonder? Too bad they don't have the Cripple, the Morgul Blade. One of them almost does. Unfortunately, Elven heroes are so fast, they're not going to catch him, really. It doesn't look like. They can't even catch Haldir. Oh, they can. But Haldir's not really the scary one, to be honest. Legolas definitely takes that role. But he will die if he's focused down. But he's taken a lot of guys with him, so they're being cautious, which is fair. I was going to say, what the hell's that? It's a group of goblins. Oh, they got trampled all at once as well by some war riders. Brutal. Looks like we got cave trolls coming out for Tapque. Just giving it a tree. And a neat feature of 1.9, as I've said many times. As he levels up, that tree will turn into a mace, which is pretty neat. Oh, we got berserkers. Cool. Does a berserker have a purple blade? Not red. I think berserkers in 1.9 have different blade colors, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, those are purple. Neat. As they level up, of course, they get a different color of blade, which is kind of neat as well. So they get their own very different lightsabers. Looks like that's the Mace Windu berserker there, with the purple lightsaber. I know a little bit about Star Wars, enough to quote, enough to say that one. Mace Windu. I got that one down. I'm not huge into Star Wars. I love Star Wars, don't get me wrong, but I'm not like super into lore or anything like that. I don't know that much about it. Kind of like Lord of the Rings. I love it. But ask me a question about it, I'll be like, maybe? Although I know a lot more about Lord of the Rings, as you would imagine. Be it true or false statements, of course. Alright, now who's going Berserkers, Warg Riders. There's definitely an interesting combo there. It's got potential for destruction, though, as both of them are very good at destroying buildings, I think. So it could be good. Got a Gatewatcher expansion going down here to keep GameRanger's fortress safe a little bit. Looks like Hunter's struggling with the Elves here, which pleases me greatly. I don't really have anything against Hunter. I'm just kidding, but sometimes, I mean, but mainly his brother. Alright, Arwen is up to level 3. At level 4 she gets Flood, which is going to do really good damage to the amount of our harem he's throwing out here, so Hunter's going to need to be very careful against that. Hunter does have the Black Rider support, though. Vanajgu. Do they have Morgul Blade yet? No, none of them have leveled up. Oof. And they just counter archers so well. Legolas might get away this time. He's trying. Sounds like Arwen didn't get away either. I mean, maybe his best bet is to go into sword mode. Actually, he should have just activated that. It would have given him bonus armor. He didn't have to stay and fight, but he could have at least activated it. But running away, of course, is going to get flanking damage regardless. Looks like Boromir's out here for Hunter. And he's up against Éomer. I'd never noticed that Outlaw Leadership has a new little icon. It's a little treasure chest. It's kind of cool. Of course, there's a Horse Lord's cavalry near Éomer getting double armor, which is pretty big. Boromir's wrecking them, though. So they're not going to get too far. Things are going on over here, though. We got Drogoth. Oh boy. Very cool. Well, the Dragon Lord is here. Ooh, there's a Berserker with Blue Blade. Oh no. I like seeing the addition of Berserkers. You don't see Berserkers very often. But they... I mean, I wouldn't say relying on them like this is probably a good idea. They're good to mix into your armies, not to really send by themselves, but... still quite good. Of course, not against Drogoth. I think Tapque made a good call against getting Drogoth. And he's pulling out lots of Goblin Warriors behind Lurtz, also knocking Lurtz down with Drogoth. And now he's going to swarm him down. He's really used the Poison Blades. Let's speed this process up a little bit. Down he goes regardless. Nice pick up there. And I don't think this little forward base that SrNahuel is going for is going to get very far. Not with Drogoth in the field. Definitely not. Have these orcs been here the whole game? I swear I looked over there ages ago and they were still there. Maybe. I guess he's just microing his Nazguls. And now he's got 2 Felbeasts as well. He's really going all in on the Nazgul approach to Mordor. And Hanjo has now got SrNahuel. SrNahuel. So that's a good call. Since his archer hero seems to be doing pretty good work here. Definitely not a bad call. There's the Horn of Gondor. Uh-oh, Thranduil's gone Deadeye. The Deadeye from Thranduil looks cool as hell in 1.9. It's good to be said. So does this Thorn of Vengeance. If you haven't seen Thorn of Vengeance in 1.9, you don't see it very often because most players don't get Thranduil or they don't level him up enough. But it's got a super cool particle effect as well. But those Deadeye arrows look like they have a lot more oomph. At this point, the Men of the West and the Elven army from the north is quite scary, I'd say. The Black Riders, I was gonna say, gonna start ravaging the archery line. They did for the most part. though he did lose one. One of them almost died there. Oh, that gets sniped by Legolas. Very nice. And Hunter is continuing to lose things to SrNahuel. And just the range heroes. Definitely struggling against that, which is fair. It's SrNahuel moving in once again. He's got lots and lots of crossbows this time to deal with Drogoth. He's ready to bring him down, which is fair. Drogoth is now at half health right now. I think if he gets the Dragon's Nest, he can heal up Drogoth around that. Or is that 2.02? Maybe it's both. I don't know. But you can heal up Drogoth around a Dragon's Nest, I'm pretty sure. Quicker. Or maybe just get the spikes on the fortress, because they heal your units around in 1.09. So you can do that. Ooh, we got Gandalf. Cool. That's his fancy summoning effect. Because he's fucking Gandalf, of course. It's pretty neat. Looks like this man of the West Army here, getting frozen in place. P cannot run, half of his army away now. He's turned around and decided to fight instead. Legolas looks like he's hemorrhaging blood. No, he's gonna die, isn't he? I think Legolas is dead. Really? Back-to-back Gandalfs. Nice. I'm alright at that. Alright. So, we'll have a Gandalf for each team. Now we're missing Saruman. Come on. Looks like he's got excavations, which also heals your units in 1.9 around your fort, like a House of Healing or what have you. The spines from Goblin Fortress do that as well as the Magma Cauldron, or the Lava Moat rather, from the Mordor fort. So if you're an evil faction, you should probably take advantage of that as well. It's the only patch in the game where you will be able to take advantage of that. So you might as well. Oh, Gandalf's already level 4, wow. That didn't take long. Oh, he's gonna lightning sword. Oh dear. SrNahuel got wrecked. Very nice. Looks like Elrond's on the field as well. Hopefully he'll be able to get away. Well, hopefully for him at least. I'm not rooting for one or the other. I could care less if he gets away. There's Tom Bombadil. Although he managed to get one battalion down. Lurtz is pissed though, look at him. He's furious. Fortunately it doesn't matter. Because Tom Bombadil gives him no shits. There's a level 6 Berserker. Yeah, his blade's still purple. I thought they changed color as a level up. I don't know. I'm confused. Surely you don't have to go past level 6 to get a different color. Or does it go back to purple? I don't know. That'd be weird. Maybe it's not tied to level at all. I have no idea. Maybe it's just random. Maybe I don't know who I am. Who knows? We got the Mouth of Sauron on the field for GameRanger now. Level 1 though. Not particularly useful, but once he levels up, he can be incredibly useful. Hunter currently doesn't have much of anything. He's got a couple heroes, of course. He's got Gandalf, which is nothing to scoff at. Level 5 too, so he's now Gandalf the Whites. And he has Shadowfax. Although, Hanjo, it looks like he has Silverthorn arrows now. Ooh. Oh no. Nice. He should have got a little bit closer before doing that, I think. But very nice nonetheless. Gandalf does have a bubble you can activate. You probably should. If you hit U, you can actually turn off that bubble. Turn off that bubble, rather. It's pretty cool. And of course, as you'll notice, that takes the spot of the stances for Gandalf. I'm pretty sure you can still change stances, but you can't use the button. So you'll have to use the D, F, G keys At least that's what they are for me on my keyboard. D being a aggressive stance for damage, I guess. G being guard for defensive. S. No, D is F is standard for fuck if I know. I couldn't think of anything there, Alan. Who knows? Looks like Isengard's really trying to get this forward base idea working here. Looks like it's working now. He has a lot of crossbows. It looks like a lot of attack rolls are being brought in from GameRanger. They're going to try some cheeky stuff here. Attack rolls are definitely big in 1.09. I like that. You got that monstrous infantry feel that they have. So that's probably going to do a lot of damage. Let's go over here real quick before they get in there. Is that delayed? Oh, actually caught that one time. Get a long shot there. Gandalf on Gandalf action. Hot as it gets. One of them just turned to Gandalf the Whites. Now there's two of them. Oh, nice. So much Gandalf. Let's see what's going on over here. The fortress has fallen. Of course it has. I had a feeling that might happen. And I don't feel bad about missing this one because there's no way you can stop that. 4 attack rolls with Berserker support and stuff. Ooh. No way. They got a base destroying army here, and that's bred for one purpose. To destroy the world of men and elves. And goblins apparently. And now it looks like SrNahuel is attacking P over here. P's not going to be in a good way. Let's just put it that way. He's got very little once this attack trolls and berserkers and all that get over here. Shit's going to get real. Although Hunter looks like he's in a bit of trouble. They're really going balls deep trying to get Hunter dead here, which might even the playing field. But if 2 players lose their base on the north, that's really going to pretty much seal the deal, I think. And Hunter's base has fallen into shadow. Will they be able to kill Hunter? Maybe. He probably has another building. No, he does not. Hunter's dead. First player knocked out, Hunter. Although it looks like P might be next here. Will Drogoth be enough to stop all these attack trolls? He doesn't want to get close because of all these crossbows, though. Unfortunately for Pete, because he's so far away from his base has gone to rubble, and that was a terrible barrage, it's gotta be said. I don't know what I was supposed to do, but it didn't do whatever they were hoping for. Oh, at least he's got flying units. Definitely the right call, but they have very little time left, and he has very little base left. I mean, look at the amount of damage what eagles do to attack trolls. It's pretty good. Luckily, these eagles are free. Oh, he didn't get to kill the last one. This goblin player is really trying to stay alive. It'd be very interesting if the northern team pulled a victory out of this one. I mean, elves are incredibly powerful, so it is possible. If he can keep the goblin player and the west player alive, he'll still have 3 players against 2. And I don't particularly feel like GameRanger's got that much. If they can deal with his attack trolls, he's really shut down, to be honest. I think he's relying too much on his attack trolls and his heroes. And that will, of course, not end well for him. So if I had to bet money, I'd bet on the elves carrying this game to victory. But we'll see, I suppose. SrNahuel could do some damage as well, of course. Let's go in heavy on the berserkers. I guess in BFME2 you only have so many units for Isengard. Isengard has one of the least varied rosters, I believe. Okay, yeah, 1 cav unit, 1 infantry unit, 1 crossbow, 1 pike, 1 little unique special unit, and then like 1 catapult and 1 battering ram. And a small hero pool as well. That's why Isengard and BFME2 is kind of boring to play in my opinion. in comparison, because they just don't have much variety. It's also a reason I prefer Res the Witch King in general. Just a lot of variety. A lot more variety, at least. But I still like BFME2 as well, so. Whatever. There's a Wildman summon there. Trying to get some damage done. The middle, do you have a barracks back there? Will that kill P? No, P still has a few. By a few, I mean one other barracks, it looks like. And it looks like P is also throwing up a new fortress next to the Elves. That is good for the northern team, for sure. And the fact the northern team still has Legolas and SrNahuel high level as well. Semi-high level. Elrond as well, he has his Tornado. Very nice. Whirlwind could be good. If used correctly, of course. But they need to be careful, because they're sending all their forces down to the base, but they're not going to have much in the way of defense. Although the same could be said about the base of SrNahuel, which doesn't actually have much in the way of defense either. And I don't know why they're building all their important buildings in front of their fortress instead of behind. Generally speaking, I would advise you put, like, this and an attack troll thing in the back of the base somewhere, not the front. Let your fortress protect your buildings, not the other way around. Maybe a barrack, like Uruk pits, I can understand those being in the front. Orc pit even, maybe. But an attack troll building, troll cage is expensive. It seems like a bad idea. Here we go, the Berserkers and Warg Riders coming in, the crossbows as well. As soon as he realizes this, it's too late. It's never too late. There's the Whirlwind. Whirlwind is very destructive. Oh my god. That was beautiful. A Watcher Whirlwind. Both teams decimating each other's armies. Jesus. Although, of course, the Elves still going to have their heroes. And still have some Mirkwoods as well. Hell, they even have just the banner carriers of 3 battalions of Lorien Archers. So those will actually start regenerating as well. Also, they still have Drogoth in the field. I didn't actually think about that. Drogoth is... Is that a thing? Can damage flyers. Ah. Since you can't cripple strike flyers, you can use it to damage flyers. That's kind of cool. I wasn't aware of that. Very neat. Looks like this little forward base of SrNahuel is going to go down, though. And if they keep pushing north, of course, they'll clean out the rest of the buildings there. He does have the lightning strike from the Wizard's Tower to use if he so desires. Well, that Gandalf, of course, belongs to the northern team, so I was expecting him to hit Drogoth, and I was like, wait, Hunter's dead. That's not going to happen. Ooh, I love Drogoth. Drogoth is so much fun to use when you level him up. And down goes the Nazgul. One of them, at least. So yeah, I'd say GameRanger is going to need... He needs, like, Haradrim Archers ASAP to keep his guys safe, but he's really not not doing that. Like, his orcs at this point are probably useless, I feel like. He should be in a position where he can throw out attack trolls with Easterlings and Haradrim Archers, maybe. Well, he doesn't actually have that good of an economy, it seems. Is that even close to a 25-point power? Hanjo's getting there. He's got Eagles, of course. He's got 18 power points. He's getting there. Tapque, the Goblin player. Well, he has all these power points, but no fort. I don't know if he has a builder. SrNahuel has got Watcher and 6 power points, so he's nowhere close. GameRanger has himself Barrage, 14 power points. He's getting there-ish. But I think it is only a matter of time before the southern team is crushed. Utterly crushed. I know this sounds ridiculous, but you know what the southern team needs? They need Wormtongue. With his fancy new backstab to attack Drogoth. I still hate that feature, but I can see why it exists. I mean, it clearly exists because Eisen has trouble dealing with flyers. So they gave Wormtongue an ability to hit flyers. But the fact it's Wormtongue just hitting a flyer is ridiculous. It makes no sense whatsoever. Maybe I would have buffed Lurtz's bow damage against flyers myself. That might have been a good call. Start doing that. But who knows? I'm not here for balancing it. If I made my own patch, it'd be absolutely batshit insane. It wouldn't make any sense. Just like this army composition. Why does he have all these orcs? What purpose do they serve? Fill it with Easterlings and Haradrim. Oh, we got Ereval going down on some Warg Riders. Oh no, they're dead. Also wasting a Tom Bombadil summon there as well. This would have been a much better target for Tom Bombadil, I feel. Oh, he won the ring. Ah! Well, that could be interesting, to say the least. Can he actually get all the way back with Tom Bombadil with the ring? Probably not. But he can get him most of the way, and then he'll despawn. Wouldn't it be cool if you could land Drogoth? Pretty sure you can land Drogoth in one of the mods. I don't remember which one. Is it Dagger Dagrath? Maybe. Or a Dane, maybe? Goblins aren't any Dane, are they? I don't know. Either way, it'd be cool if you could land Drogoth, like, put him like a Fire Drake, kind of. Or like the Dragon summon, more like, I guess. Make him like that. Be pretty neat. But alas. Alright, looks like GameRanger's starting to move out with his army. And I'm going to call it right now. He's going to get attacked by Drogoth and get completely shut down because his... I was going to say his inability to build archers. He did build archers there. Although they're not even upgraded. Against a leveled up Drogoth. Drogoth's probably going to come over Fireflight this and kill every one of them. Oh, here he comes. And he does have Fireflight ready. Looks like some Mithlon sentries have picked up the Ring of Power. And now he has to go through 2 fortresses as well. Excuse me. Which is going to be a bit difficult. Oh, look at that. I called it. He did exactly what I thought he would do. Which is what I would have done. Target down the archers with your biggest power. And then you can just have a field day with the rest of them. Also shows you shouldn't clump as much. It's a common mistake most players make in this game. It's just clumping your units. Especially late game, it's really bad. If you put too many units in one spot, they're all going to get hit by this one big power, and you're going to be a sad panda. So, ideally, you want to try and at least keep your army in like 2 groups. So at least if you lose one group, the other group's still alive, maybe. It's not something I do myself, but I don't try to... I don't try hard or anything. But if you're trying to be good at the game, there are many things you can do to avoid catastrophe. There we go. The Ring of Power has been taken up by Hanjo. How much money does Hanjo have? He already has 6,000. Looks like he's prematurely been saving. Very cool. So we might see a Galadriel out in the field. I would laugh if this game ended with Galadriel coming out and him using the Tears of the Valar or whatever it's called. I can't remember exactly what it's called. Is it Reign of the Valar or Tears of the Valar? Something like that. Because that power is almost guaranteed to cause an out of sync in game, in multiplayer. So, I mean, not the best. It's a cool ass power. I wish it didn't, but every time I've seen it in game, it has caused out of sync. So that's not the best. You'd have to wonder how that made it through testing. It's like, surely they would have seen it caused out of sync, eh? But I guess some things make their way through, huh? I don't think it's foolproof. Unless it is. I don't know. We got many crossbows wandering around, looking for kills. Or on the hunt for Drogoth, who is level 9? Yeah, he's level 9. He almost has Incinerate. Nice. I'd like to see a Drogoth Incinerate happen. I'd be up for that. I'm surprised SrNahuel is still trying to forward expand here. He's really not in a position to do so. Most of these are old buildings, and they're just now cleaning them up. Which is a possibility. It looks like Tapque is starting to take over his lands again. He does have a builder. And he has a new fortress as well. So, the northern team is in full operational capacity now, pretty much. The southern team is down a player. And I don't feel like they really know how to counter what the northern team has very well either. Although they do have 2 flyers themselves, which isn't bad. But of course they go anywhere near this, they're gonna have a bad day because elves will ruin them. There we go, tax trolls going after the base here with no support. Or if he had support, it's dead now. I don't think he realizes that Drogoth is just gonna obliterate his attack rolls. To be fair, GameRanger is probably a new player if I had to guess. So yeah, that's fair enough. I think I actually hit his own base. The Berserkers and the Wildman summon going in. I think they're gonna get the fort. Oh, down goes the Goblin Fortress. Very nice, brutal attack there. Now the Fellbeasts are descending upon Drogoth, who's very badly wounded. He actually might die to these. If he's not careful. He could Firefly one of them. But I think he's making the right decision by trying to fly towards a fortress of some kind. Oh, that was painful. If he was just a little bit more wounded, he would have died. Oh no. Mordor player made a big mistake there. Drogoth lives, he dies. But the Goblin player did lose his fort again, but he does still have his builder. I'm pretty sure this is his only builder as well. I say pretty sure loosely because I don't actually know. Oh, Gandalf is up to level 8. 2 more power points, we might see a word of power. That would be pretty cool. 0.9 word of power is sweet. One of the coolest powers in the patch, in my opinion. His word of power, Sauron's word of power, are the 2 coolest powers. I think Sauron's is cooler because it's Sauron's, but it's just like fiery instead of blue. But both are pretty neat. Mordor really needs to research fire arrows. Like, why? At this stage in the game, how does he not have fire arrows? If you watch this, GameRanger, whoever you are, get your damn fire arrows, man. Jesus. You're killing me. He does have Gorgoroth's Spire, though. Wow. Gandalf's Wizard Blast knocks back Nazgul pretty far. Oh boy. That lightning sword ruins things. Very good. There's the Watcher summon. Speaking of ruining things, the elves are getting just that. Ruined. It's like the Meta West not really wanting to get involved there. In fact, taking the most defensive position possible. Which is wise. Sending tower guards at a Watcher is absolutely useless, of course, so there'd be no point in doing that anyway.
At last, the ring's power is revealed.
There's Galadriel. Oh yeah. I think it's HD edition that made her not wispy and ghost-like. Maybe it was 1.9. Other one. I'm on both, so I don't know. Probably 1.9 or HD edition. But she has Summon Eagles, of course, which summons eagles, as you can expect. Terrible Fury, Nature's Wrath, Big Ass Tornado, and a Light of Galadriel. I could swear it was called Tears of Valar or something. Did it get changed? Oh, they removed it. Ah, okay. Nice. So now Galadriel can be used in competitive play without causing out of sync. Well done. Last time I saw Galadriel was on before the hotfix, which is why I thought she still had the Tears of Valar power or whatever. So good to see that's been resolved. It's too bad that power is not able to stay, because it was pretty cool, but at the same time, a wise decision to get rid of that. She still has very, very good powers though, so she should be nice. And that Light of Galadriel is a heal. Heals all allied units and heroes in a large circle on Galadriel. That's pretty cool. So it'd be nice if we get to see some Galadriel action. Maybe? I mean, He can move out and do something. Don't the elves realize they brought out Galadriel? What do you do? Levels Gandalf. Where is Gandalf? I very much desire to watch his Sword of Power. He's trying desperately to level up Gandalf. You feel it. Oh, there's the flood. Lots of Mordor base gone. He was going for the Gorgon Spire against the elves, and he hit the eagles. I didn't even know you could do that. Eagles with the cock block for the win. That's pretty nice. Undoubtedly on purpose. Not on purpose, of course. They just got in the way. It's like when your catapults fire and your fell beast hits it. It's the same idea, really. So very cool. And lucky for him. There goes another eagle. Oh, he's getting so close to level 10. Gandalf needs level 10. It's kind of baffling they would build Galadriel and then not use it. What's the purpose? We're just gonna leave it in the base. Oh, Gandalf and Drogoth going for the kill. There's the incinerate. Gandalf died. You had one job, Gandalf. That's unfortunate. Now we want to see Gandalf's Sword of Power. Oh, we got saw Drogoth Inferno at least. Incinerate rather. Not as cool, but still cool. Malthazar stands alone, and he dies alone. And as expected, Mordor's base is in ruins. Although it looks like SrNahuel is moving in. Just lots of crossbows. Literally just an army of crossbows. I'd love to see just a Rohirrim charge come through here. Sadly, not today. How about a Galadriel? Use Galadriel! I guess he's just using Galadriel for defense. I don't know why he's being so passive with him, though. Her, rather. Galadriel doesn't have man parts, as far as I'm aware. But you never know, it's 2017. You never know what you're gonna find. Alright, well, he's got a lot of attack rolls still on the field. It's I think he has some sort of obsession with attack trolls. Perhaps he's played a bit too much of the old patches where attack trolls were just super OP. I mean, they're still really good, don't get me wrong. And could be called OP, I guess, but not by themselves, of course. They actually do trample damage as well when they run. I feel like they're running in slow-mo. They must be running with the same speed as the slowest unit or something, maybe. If that's a thing in BFME2, because it isn't Rise of the Witch King. Might not be, though. There's a lot of half-troll marauders out for Tapque. Just finally getting involved after an age of darkness. I was going to try and do a little damage, but that's literally all he's going to get is a little damage. He'll never take this fort. Use Galadriel. Come on, she has cool powers. Killing me. I don't understand. He just claimed the ring, bought the hero, and just left it there to do nothing. How exciting. Well, that's disappointing. Maybe someone told him not to use Galadriel because she caused that out of sync. So he just didn't use her. Who knows? Pretty sure she won't cause that out of sync now, but... especially in melee. Why would you think she does that? But I couldn't tell you. I thought that was one battalion of Roger. I'm like, Jesus, that got big. That is 2 battalions. That makes sense. It's about time you got Haradrim archers. Haradrim archers are great. Especially with the barbed arrows if you use them properly. They can take down Drogoth. Although Drogoth died, I think. Mordor has a new fortress. Oh joy. Well, I'm just gonna say this right now. This is clearly a nab game, as it would be called. The players are probably just having fun, you know, which is fair enough. So don't. It's clearly not a professional game. That's what I'm trying to get at. And I'm not trying to be mean or anything. I don't only cast professional games, obviously. But sometimes you watch some newer players or inexperienced players do some stuff and you're just like, why don't you do this? Probably like when people watch me play, for instance. But I just hate watching people be passive. That's something I actually hate. Like, I think the Northern team could have won this game 15 minutes ago. Easy. But they haven't. But Elrond's having fun at least. Look at him go with his fancy-ass tornado. I'm gonna keep looking at Galadriel and just be like, disappointing. There's a new Goblin Fortress. We'll have a string of Goblin Forts. Here come the Tower Guard. They'll be able to counter the attack trolls pretty nicely. Oh, there's a Balrog, finally. And a Dragon Strike as well. Oh dear. Wait, it's a ring. How did Galadriel die? What? What the fuck happened? I'm legit confused as to how Galadriel would have died. I swear to God, if the Northern team loses this game, they deserve it. Because holy shit. Fun fact, you can actually take the ring with Balrog and take him into the fortress to deliver it. Which is a bit ridiculous. There we go. Let's get the Ring of Power. Could you imagine a Balrog with the Ring of Power? Yes, please. Mega Balrog. Anybody? And now at this point, the attack trolls are actually going to really come in handy. And look at that! Just like that, Hanjo's been defeated. Oh, the Northern team has really dropped the ball in this game. What the literal hell? This is baffling. I don't have words for this. I'm pretty sure without the Elves, the Men of the West and the Goblins are going to fall pretty quickly. Because obviously the Men of the West don't really have much of anything except for... well, nothing. Just a nice particle effect from using the every tower though. 1.9. Pretty cool. I like how all the like towers have the new effects. It's pretty neat. But I think SrNahuel and GameRanger are going to take the victory here now, somehow. Some way. Oh dear. This upsets me greatly. The Elves could have finished the game ages ago. Let's get some Ents. Throw rocks at the fort. Would have been fine. But they probably should have shut down Isengard as well. Isengard's been throwing crap out there the whole game, which has really been adding up. And now the Berserker is going to go for the fort kill with Lurtz. Although Lurtz getting dropped quickly. And of course, Men of the West don't have rebuild in 1.09. So that's the thing to keep in mind. He's very close to a 25-point power though. Although I don't think he's going to get it. He doesn't even have troops. There's literally no Men of the West army on the field currently. So, meaning he'll never get any power points. Although Goblins have a new fort in the center, it looks like. We're one-shotting them. Well, that's not surprising. You one-shot heroes. The Worm 1.9 is so strong. It is ridiculous. It's terrifying. I'd almost argue a bit too strong, but at the same time, it just kind of goes around and does what it wants, so... it's probably fine. At least it doesn't one-shot your fort or anything, you know? I mean, this worm doesn't even seem to know what he's doing. There you go. Korean barbecue, anybody? Oh, yeah. Never had Korean barbecue to myself. Sounds good, though. we have a dragon. Ah, that's the sound of the summoned dragon, of course. The smog laugh. Pretty cool. He's also got a smog-esque look as well to him. That is from the Isengard team, I would imagine. Yeah. No. Tapque, that's actually from Goblins. But there's lots of little forward bases they used to get rid of. But eventually they'll figure it out and take down the enemies. They have to avoid dragon fire and ruin. Tactile versus dragon. Turns out dragon wins that one pretty easily. That skeleton and armor. He's had the flesh melted off his bones. I know the ring has been picked up by Mordor there. With his builder. I love the new Mordor carts as well. Not just Mordor carts, but all the carts. The Isengard cart's really good as well. All the carts are good. Nice little touch. There's so many nice little touches with 1.9 that I really appreciate. Alright, well, I want to fast forward just a smidge because I feel like not a whole lot's happening at the moment. Eventually, the Man of the West got the ring. Let's look at Gandalf. Oh, he was the one with the level 9 Gandalf. Finally, he got him back. Looks like they're going for the kill here on the Goblin Fort once again. Although Airwall going down after the summon. Cloud break. Down goes the fort though, because there is ballista support here. I don't think ballistas are absolute trash in 1.9 if I remember correctly. I think they're actually pretty good. I could be wrong. I thought I remember reading something that they were OP at one point. So that's reassuring at least. So I'd rather have them be OP than under P. Under P. What does that even mean? Well, Goblin base is pretty much toast now. It looks like that might be the last of his buildings as well. So we'll find out soon enough. Let's fast forward a little bit. I'm just gonna kind of get this game over with. I think this game was over a long time ago. Tapque has been defeated. There you go. And now all that remains is the Man of the West player, who has not really any money. Does he still have his hero though? If he still has Gandalf, maybe we can see in Word of Power once. He got Word of Power. Also, we have Saruman. I heard him. Very nice. I'm ready. I'm ready for Gandalf's Word of Power. Let's follow Gandalf around. He at least better use it once this game. That's all I ask. It'll make it worth it. But please don't use it on a ballista. For God's sakes. Well, you can imagine where everybody's going to be heading for, so he should probably go back to his base, I'd imagine. Let's fast forward a little bit. There he goes. He's home. Chewie, we're home. Alright, so we have 2 battalions of Rohirrim and a Gandalf and a fort against the armies of Mordor and the armies of Isengard. As you might expect, not going to end well. But let's at least hope he throws a big old army at the Sword of Power. And doesn't actually just lose Gandalf immediately. Oh no! Gandalf is cripple struck, but the Army of the Dead has been summoned in. So it should be okay. It's like Lurs is running in, perhaps wanting to kill Gandalf. He's going to get burst down by the arrow towers. Also, Gandalf does have a starry light. But he won't even need it, look at him. Wrecked. Saruman has fallen. There's his corpse. That's unfortunate. Sauron is quick enough to get away from the Army of the Dead for him, though. Army of the Dead lasts a decent amount of time. We'll put it in. Enough to do stuff with it. Yeah, we didn't have Word of Power, but we still have Gandalf. So not all is lost. Well, there's still Gandalf. There's still hope. Is there really? No. But at least he'll do something interesting eventually. I mean, if he just loses Gandalf immediately without doing his Word of Power, I'll be upset. I will find this player, and I will break him. Ooh, that does quite a bit of damage to a fell beast, as you see there, a starry light. It's actually cool because you see him use a starry light in the movie against the Nazgul when they're on the plains of Pelennor or something. So that's a pretty cool moment. There's nothing cool to use his word of power on. Disappointing. Gandalf's very wounded though. Oh no, is he gonna lose his base right now? I think he might. Oh no, use your word of power before Balrog goes. If Balrog fire whips you, you're dead. No! Oh, P, you son of a bitch. He teased us with word of power. He tried. Too slow. Well, at least we got to see some of the vertical effect. Ah, well, there you go. A 3v3 on Dead Marshes 3. was a thing. So yeah, there you go. That was hopefully enjoyable to watch. Might have been a little hard to watch as well, and that's fair enough. Because some points in the game's just like, do this, not this. But yeah, oh well. It was enjoyable, to me at least, to some degree, so hopefully you all enjoyed as well. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next cast of 1.09. See you all next time.